سلام ویورز، اعجاز قریشی ٹورنٹو کینیڈا سے آپ کی خدمت میں حاضر ہے ایک اور برانڈ نیو ایپیسوڈ اعجاز قریشی شو کا لے کر. مجھے امید ہے کہ آپ لوگ سب خیریت سے ہوں گے اور ہم سب بھی یہاں پر بخیریت ہیں. کل اس سیزن کی پہلی برف باری یہاں پر ٹورنٹو میں ہوئی. ابھی بھی برف جو ہے وہ سڑکوں پر اور درختوں پر موجود ہے. بہت خوبصورت سما ہے. آپ کے ساتھ پکچر شیئر کی تھی. مجھے امید ہے کہ آپ کو پسند آئی ہوں گی. پہلی برف باری یہاں پر بہت ساری خوشیاں لے کر کے آتی ہے، کیونکہ اس سے پہلے بہت ساری بیماریاں چل رہی ہوتی ہیں، لیکن برف باری کے بعد جو ہے وہ بیماریاں سیٹل ہو جاتی ہیں. تو بہت ضروری ہے یہاں پر اس علاقے میں برف باری کا ہونا. بہت شکریہ. آج ہمارا ٹاپک آج کے شو کا ہے ویو ویژنز ود فاطمہ افتخار. تو جیسا ٹاپک سے آپ کو پتہ چلا، آج کی ہماری مہمان ہماری بہت پیاری دوست فاطمہ افتخار صاحبہ ہمارے ساتھ شو پر موجود ہیں. اور ان کے بارے میں آپ کو بتاؤں کہ پرسنلی یہ انٹرپرینور ہیں اور ڈپٹی اسپیکر ہیں پروونشل یوتھ اسمبلی کی پاکستان میں، اور ملتان پاکستان سے ان کا تعلق ہے. پروفیشنل ہیں ماشاءاللہ، بہت کام کر رہی ہیں. ہوسٹ بھی ہیں، پرسنلی ہوسٹ کرتی ہیں اپنے شوز. انگلش ٹرینر ہیں، انگریزی بھی سکھاتی ہیں. پبلک اسپیکر ہیں اور کانٹینٹ رائٹر ہیں، بہت زبردست کانٹینٹ کریٹ کرتی ہیں. 9 ڈفرینٹ آرگنائزیشنز کے ساتھ، نیشنل اینڈ انٹرنیشنل، ان کے ساتھ یہ کرنٹلی کام کر رہی ہیں. اس کے علاوہ جو ان کا جو کام ہے وہ ہے ویژن کو کنیکٹ کرنا فرام اراؤنڈ دا ورلڈ اینڈ گیو دیم اے وے ٹو پروگریس. سب کو آگے بڑھنے میں مدد کرتی ہیں. وداؤٹ فردر ڈو اپنی مہمان کو ویلکم کہتے ہیں فاطمہ افتخار. السلام علیکم مس فاطمہ.
Walaikum assalam, sir. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. Thank you so much. First of all, thank you so much for being with us, giving us your valuable time. It's really a pleasure to host you on the show.
Thank you so very much for having me. It's absolutely a pleasure being here.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We have a few comments. We barely got it started, but the comments are pouring here. Faizan Khan Ladla is our regular viewer and friend, saying Assalamu alaikum sir. Wa alaikum assalam. Thank you so much for hopping. Mr. Muhammad Asad Laghari is with us, saying mashallah Fatima Iftikhar. Thank you so much, Mr. Laghari. Great.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Fatima,
you.
let me ask you, should we progress the show in totally in English, or you want to do a mixed language show, or how you want to do it?
Let's make it bilingual, because there is a community that doesn't understand
Yes.
English, and then
Right.
there is one that do. So let's make it for both, easier for both.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for clarification. Great. So before we head into the topic, I would like to take you to your childhood, like 3, 4, 5 years old. What is the earliest childhood memory that comes to your mind, Ms. Fatima Iftikhar?
Mr. Aijaz, it's a bit tragic, because the first childhood memory that comes to my mind is the age of 3, when I had my first brain surgery. It was basically due to the absence of a brain part, which needed a shunt as a replacement.
Uh-huh.
So I am a shunt patient. and I needed to have a surgery that was a very major surgery at the age of 3, and had to get a like I had to get induced with a shunt and with a pipe. So that was the first like
Memory
is
that you recall.
memory. Yeah, that is the memory that I still know or still have it, because that was a pivotal point to my identity.
Right, right. Viewers, we have some network issues, I guess. We lost our esteemed guest. We have some serious network issues, friends. I'm sorry, apologies. But please do let me know through comments if you can hear me. I'm not sure if it is me or it's the guest side. If you can hear me, just say yes in the comments. That'd be very kind of you. Thank you so much for being with us. We are just waiting for our guest to restore the network, and we'll continue the talk from where we stopped. If someone who is with us, yeah, we lost the guest. As soon as she joins back into the lobby, we will continue the show. Saeed Rasool Saab will ask the question. Absolutely, you can ask any question, any professional question related to the topic. Absolutely, you're more than welcome to ask any question that are in line with our today's topic. We have some comments here, but let's wait for the guest. And Engineer Hassan Raza with us, saying salam sir, walaikum assalam. बेला यूसुफ हमारे साथ हैं, माशाल्लाह से बहुत ज़बरदस्त नातख़्वां हैं पाकिस्तान की. करिए अस्सलाम वालेकुम. वालेकुम अस्सलाम बेला, थैंक यू सो मच. सईद रसूल भाई हैं, कह रहे हैं आई हैव क्वेश्चन. जी बिल्कुल सर, प्लीज़ पूछिए आप क्वेश्चन. असद लगारी भाई कह रहे हैं गुड जॉब मिस्टर एजाज कुरैशी फॉर मेकिंग फातिमा इफ्तिखार योर ऑनरेबल गेस्ट. एब्सोल्युटली, शी इज़ द गेस्ट ऑफ ऑनर, and but we lost her because of the network issues. Soon the network is restored. We'll be talking to her. Apologies for that. Please tell me your qualification. Saeed Rasool Sahab, my qualification is nothing. मैं एक जाहिल तरीन आदमी हूँ और बस यही मेरा तारुफ है. माली हूँ मैं बेसिकली. मेरा काम माली का है. फल पौधे लगाना ये मेरा काम है. बाकी और डिटेल्स आपको मेरी प्रोफाइल पर मिल जाएंगी. अगर आप देखना चाहते हैं तो वहाँ से आपको इस सवाल का जवाब बड़ी आसानी के साथ मिल जाएगा. अगर आप थोड़ी सी रिसर्च कर लेंगे सवाल करने से पहले तो ये सवाल करने से आप बच जाते, क्योंकि वहाँ पर तमाम डिटेल तारुफ मेरा मौजूद है. इसके अलावा और बड़े प्लेटफॉर्म्स हैं जहाँ पर आप मेरा तारुफ देख सकते हैं, जिसमें इंस्टाग्राम है, ट्विटर है, लिंक्डइन है और बहुत सारे प्लेटफॉर्म्स हैं जहाँ पर मैं मौजूद हूँ. वो सईद रसूल साहब आप वहाँ देख लीजिएगा. इंशाल्लाह आपको मेरी क्वालिफिकेशंस मालूम हो जाएगी. बहुत शुक्रिया. हम अपनी मेहमान के अभी तक मुंतज़िर हैं. उनको एक आपकी इजाज़त से मैं एक मैसेज कर दूं उनको, ताकि वो हमें दोबारा ज्वाइन कर लें. कभी कभार ये टेक्निकल डिफ़िकल्टीज़ हो जाती हैं, क्योंकि हमारा शो नेटवर्क डिपेंडेंट है और अगर नेट नहीं है तो हमारा शो नहीं है. गेस्ट के बारे में पूछ रहे हैं. गेस्ट की क्वालिफिकेशन भी हम बिल्कुल मालूम करके आपको बताएंगे इंशाल्लाह. और उनकी भी प्रोफाइल पर जाइए सईद रसूल भाई, और उनकी क्वालिफिकेशन वहाँ पर लिखी होगी. अगर नहीं लिखी है तो हम उनसे जानने की कोशिश करेंगे. और डोंट माइंड सर. नहीं नहीं नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं. माइंड करने का तो सवाल ही पैदा नहीं होता. लेकिन आपका सवाल जो है وہ آپ بڑی آسانی سے ان چیزوں کے حل تو پروفائلز پر موجود ہوتے ہیں. ہر آدمی کی پروفائل موجود ہے, اس پر جو ہے وہ تمام ڈیٹیلز موجود ہوتی ہیں. آپ ان کو بڑی آسانی کے ساتھ آپ دیکھ سکتے ہیں. ہم ابھی تک منتظر ہیں اپنے مہمان کے, اور ان کو میسیجز ڈیلیور نہیں ہو رہے ہیں. اس کا مطلب یہ ہے کہ ان کا نیٹ جو ہے وہ بیٹھ گیا ہے. تو اس کا حل جو ہے وہ تو کوئی نہیں ہے میرے پاس انفارچونیٹلی, لیکن کچھ وقت دیتے ہیں ان کو کہ وہ دوبارہ سے ہمیں جوائن کر لیں, اور پھر ہم کنٹینیو کریں گے. بہت شکریہ. اسد لغاری بھائی نے کہا شی از ڈوئنگ BS انگلش لنگوسٹکس. تھینک یو سو مچ لغاری بھائی فار دی انفارمیشن. بہت بہت شکریہ آپ کا. اور کہہ رہے یور پروگرام از کوائٹ انفارمیٹیو. سو تھینک یو سو مچ سعید رسول صاحب, بہت بہت شکریہ. مجھے خوشی ہے کہ آپ کو یہ پروگرام انفارمیٹیو لگتا ہے اور اس سے آپ کچھ سیکھ پا رہے ہیں. ریئلی اپریشیٹ, تھینک یو سو مچ. اور میری بہت لرننگ اس سے ہوتی ہے کیونکہ جو مہمان شو پر تشریف لاتے ہیں, ہر آدمی اپنی جگہ پر انٹلیکچوئل شخصیت ہوتا ہے, اور ان سے میں پرسنلی بہت کچھ سیکھتا ہوں, اور بلکہ ہر لمحہ میں سیکھ رہا ہوتا ہوں. تو یہ چیز بہت امپورٹنٹ ہے. ہمارے مہمان کو ابھی تک وہ میسیجز جو میں نے بھیجے تھے وہ ڈیلیور نہیں ہوئے ہیں. اس کا مطلب یہ ہے کہ ان کا نیٹ جو ہے وہ ابھی تک ڈاؤن ہے. معافی چاہتا ہوں میں کہ آپ کو زحمت ہو رہی ہے انتظار کی, لیکن اس کا کوئی حل ہے نہیں, اس لیے معافی چاہتا ہوں میں. مین وائل اگر آپ کے ذہن میں کوئی سوال ہے جس کا میں جواب دے سکتا ہوں تو آپ ضرور پلیز کامنٹ کر کے پوچھیے, اور میں کوشش کروں گا کہ آپ کو میں اس کا جواب دے پاؤں. تو پلیز گو ہیڈ, آپ جو سوال مجھ سے کرنا چاہیں وہ آپ کر سکتے ہیں. میں کوشش کروں گا کہ آپ کو جوابات دے سکوں. سید رسول بھائی کہہ رہے ہیں کہ نو ایشو سر, ول ویٹ. جی بالکل, میں بھی منتظر ہوں, میں بھی انتظار میں ہوں. آپ کا بہت بہت شکریہ کہ آپ ہمارے ساتھ ابھی تک جڑے ہوئے ہیں. اور جو لوگ ہمارے ساتھ ہیں یہ وہ لوگ ہیں جن میں پیشنس کی کمی نہیں ہے, کیونکہ بہت سارے لوگ امپیشنس ہو کر چلے جاتے ہیں شو چھوڑ کر. تو یہ وہ تمام دوست ہمارے ساتھ اس وقت موجود ہیں کہ جن میں پیشنس ہے, اور پیشنس ایک ایسی چیز ہے کہ یہ ہمیں بہت آگے تک لے کر کے جاتی ہے. اور ہر چیز کو اگر ہم پیشنٹلی پرفارم کریں گے تو میرا یہ خیال ہے کہ بہت آگے تک جائیں گے. ہم ابھی تک جن لوگوں نے ابھی جوائن کیا ہے ہمیں یا ری جوائن کیا ہے, ہم منتظر ہیں اپنے مہمان کے. انہوں نے ہمیں جوائن کیا تھا, لیکن انفارچونیٹلی ہم نے ان کو لوز کر دیا, کیونکہ یا تو ان کے یہاں بجلی چلی گئی ہے سڈنلی, یا پھر ان کا نیٹ ورک ڈاؤن ہو گیا ہے فار واٹ ایور ریزن. ابھی اس وقت وہ ہمارے ساتھ موجود نہیں ہیں انفارچونیٹلی. تو جیسے ہی وہ ہمیں جوائن کرتی ہیں انشاءاللہ ہم شو کو دوبارہ سے وہیں سے سٹارٹ کریں گے جہاں سے رکا تھا. سید رسول بھائی کہہ رہے ہیں سر وڈ یو لائک ٹو ٹیل اس اباؤٹ ایجوکیشنل ڈیولپمنٹ ان پاکستان. جی بالکل, ایجوکیشنل ڈیولپمنٹ کاش کہ مجھے نظر آتی, لیکن ہو نہیں رہی. ابھی ہم یہ سوال آپ کا سعید رسول بھائی ہم انشاءاللہ اپنے مہمان سے پوچھیں گے. مہمان ہماری آ گئی ہیں, جوائن کر لیے انہوں نے ہمیں. السلام علیکم فاطمہ, we lost you for a little
Walaikum
bit.
assalam. I'm extremely sorry for the inconvenience. It's really something that goes on and off in Pakistan. The
I know, I
electricity
can understand.
issue as well as the internet issue. I'm extremely sorry for being lost.
No, it's okay, it's okay. I'm glad that we are back.
Yeah,
We
I'm
had
glad to.
a few comments while you were away, and I was just trying
All right,
to tell. Unfortunately, the thing
let's
is,
get.
we have lost our patience in this digital world. Uh, Previously, we people had lots and lots of patience, but these days it takes only 20 seconds to lose the viewers because of the loss of or lack of patience in people. So soon we lost you. The number started dropping, but that's okay. That's fine. That's what I was trying to tell all my viewers, that patience is something that is really, it takes us far, and but few people stick around and they are still with us.
Well, apologizing, I would like to add up, Mr. Ijaz, that though they left, though the number kept on dropping, but um, it's really unfortunate that they missed out what was to come.
Exactly,
Something,
exactly.
yeah,
Something that
very,
limits
very,
a good part.
yeah. They missed out interesting
That's right.
things. They missed
That's
out very much functional things,
that.
valuable things.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
So, for those friends, you were telling your story, your childhood story, that at the age of 3 you got a shunt. उन लोगों को मैं बताऊं
Yeah.
जो लोग अंग्रेजी नहीं समझते हैं कि ये एक ऐसी बीमारी होती है कि जो ब्रेन का हमारा जो लिक्विड है या उसके अंदर जो पानी है वो बॉडी में ड्रेन नहीं होता, तो सर जो है वो बॉडी के प्रोपोर्शन से बड़ा होता चला जाता है. दैट
Yeah.
वाटर हैज टू ड्रेन इनटू द बॉडी. तो उस लिए जब ऐसी सिचुएशन किसी पेशेंट के साथ हो जाती है, what doctors do is they cut out and they put a small pipe जिसको शंट कहते हैं अंग्रेजी में, और वो लगा देते हैं. तो उससे क्या होता है कि वो जो पानी रुक गया था ब्रेन में वो
Yeah.
ड्रेन हो जाता है into the body, and that's
Yeah.
how the head takes its normal shape. तो मैंने कहा कि मैं ये उन लोगों को बता दूं जिन लोगों को इसके बारे में
Knowledge नहीं है. Yeah.
ग्रेट. तो माशाल्लाह, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, अल्लाह ने आपको एक, मैं तो कहूँगा कि आपको दोबारा नई
हाँ, जिंदगी दी है.
क्योंकि बहुत सारे लोग इस बीमारी की वजह से ज़ाय हो जाते हैं, उनकी ज़िंदगियाँ ज़ाय हो जाती हैं.
हाँ, I know.
लेकिन आपको टाइमली आपकी सर्जरी हुई और शंट डाला गया. और तो how did your schooling and everything started? Was it normal, or you had some
Yes.
challenges in going to school?
No, I just had a gap from university, and that gap was about like 2 to 3 years. It wasn't the first time only when God gifted me with another life, but it is actually the 7th time God has gifted me the life.
Alhamdulillah.
Because Alhamdulillah, I had my second surgery at the age of 7.
Acha.
Because of the growth in height, my pipes just got off, like they got hooked.
Okay.
So after they just disconnected with my shunt from the brain, they had to be replaced from with another size, with an appropriate size
The
for the
longer
body.
one, yes, yes.
Yeah, the longer one.
Yeah.
So I had to have another surgery, and then at the age of 20 I had 5 surgeries more, because the doctor who was operating me in childhood, he died. And he actually knew my
Case.
childhood story. Yeah, he actually knew my case history as well as the childhood issue. So a new doctor had to cater with that operation, but unfortunately he did not get to understand the proper case, and he messed up. So I had to have 2 surgeries at one place and 3 surgeries at another. I had 5 surgeries again to get back to position. So yeah, I am functioning for the 7th time now.
Wow.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
Wow. Alhamdulillah. So you are of my league, I guess. You and I share pretty much.
We are survivors.
We are
Yeah.
survivors, absolutely.
Absolutely.
I've been given my life back by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala 4 times, and
MashaAllah.
different incidents and accidents and all those kind of things. Alhamdulillah, I'm here. I'm sure there is something that He wants me to do on this earth. But I'm trying
Same.
to, still I'm in a struggle to find what it is. But that's how I started my show, and guiding people and doing all that public service work.
See,
So
that's how we are connecting, right?
absolutely.
I had the same motto of connecting people, and we have connected with the same story, with a little same thing we have got through,
True.
and we are sharing the same thing, and we
Absolutely.
know we can
Absolutely.
empathize. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I can. I can.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. While you were away, there were quite a few comments. With your due permission, I'm going to take these comments.
Sure.
And I'm not sure if you remember, Bela Bano Yusuf is one of Pakistan's famous Naatma, mashallah, saying Assalamu alaikum.
Mashallah.
And
Walaikum assalam.
Saeed Rasool is asking
What's your
a
qualification?
qualification,
Yeah.
and Asad Lagari answered she's doing BS English.
Actually, he is the president to National Youth Assembly.
Great.
I am extremely humbled, Mr. Asad, that you're here and you're watching this show.
Not only watching the show, but answering
He's
the questions
answering.
on your
He's
behalf.
following up. Yeah, he's following up.
So thank you so much, Mr. Asad. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And Said Rasool said that your program is quite informative. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
So this was another question about educational development in Pakistan. I have done several numerous shows
Sure.
about the education situation in Pakistan and things like that. What's your take on this? And then I'll share my 2 cents on that.
All right. So, like in a pace of Pakistan, such a place and with such pace of development, let me tell you, it's not just the education, but every sort of development, social development, people's how do they think, liberation, then women empowerment. There are lots of movements that have started, and it will take time. Good things do take time, I believe, and this is something. When we are talking about educational development in Pakistan, so I believe what I have seen is that now people are getting awareness.
People are more
While
aware as compared to the past.
yeah,
Right?
yes, as compared to the past,
What is the
yes.
cause? Is it the media? Is it the social media? Or what is the cause that people are now more aware? These are the same people, same nation. Everybody is same.
It's yeah, everything is same, because but the need of time, it's the need of time now.
Need of time, exactly. It has been
When
long that we have been
yes,
like that. So we need to change
absolutely.
our state.
Yeah, I never thought that I would come up with the use of technology, because I have not been a technology person at all. But now, since after the lockdown, I had to come up to technology because I love speaking, and
Right.
I cannot, I cannot just go around without speaking even
Without
a day.
speaking. No.
I take sessions, I interview people, I talk to people, I love
Good.
communicating to people, I love
Awesome.
learning.
True.
So I cannot resist to this thing. So when you do not resist to changes, you automatically adopt learning. And when
Absolutely.
you adopt learning, you have multiple ways in front of you. There are many things that are for free and doesn't cost you anything.
True.
Yeah, so it's the need of time, I believe, and educational development is happening now, that I
Awesome.
think.
Awesome. That's great. So that was the answer to your question, Mr. Said Rasool. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Muhammad Iqbal Sheikh is with us, our friend, a longtime friend. Assalamu alaikum. $1,000
Dollar in
$1,000 वाला चले अच्छी बात है जनाब पहली दफा मैंने ये नाम देखा बहुत शुक्रिया हसन सैयद भाई अस्सलाम वालेकुम सबसे पहले वालेकुम अस्सलाम सबसे पहले तो आपको आपकी सालगिरह बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो और मेरी अल्लाह ताला से ये दुआ है कि अल्लाह ताला ऐसी हज़ारों सालगिरहें आपको देखना नसीब करे आप शो पर तशरीफ लाए बहुत शुक्रिया आइडियाजिस्ट पाकिस्तान के सीईओ और फाउंडर former advisor to the Prime Minister, mashallah, और बहुत ज़बरदस्त amazing personality, amazing friend. Thank you so much for giving us the honor to hop on the show, Hasan Sayyid Bhai. Mohammed Iqbal Sheikh कह रहे हैं कि जी viewers are very sharp. They search for something good. Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you. If you're good, they will come back to you soon.
Cheers.
Thank you जी, बिल्कुल बहुत शुक्रिया, बहुत शुक्रिया, माशाल्लाह भी कहा इन्होंने. Be blessed always, and you too. So thank you so much for those blessings. Thanks God, you are in action. Absolutely, absolutely, she's in action, mashallah. Sayyid Rasul bhai कह रहे हैं कि very motivational indeed. Absolutely,
Thank you.
it is. It is. Um, when you get your life back actually, and you meet near death experiences that you could
Yeah.
have been gone, so
Yes.
that brings you to the point that you start thinking that what is the purpose of my existence on
My existence.
earth. So that's something, and as soon as you question your existence, I think you get on the right track. Thank you.
Yes.
Saadat Hussain, Saad is with us. Salam, alaikum assalam, sir. Thank you so much for hopping on the show. Corona taught us a lot. Absolutely, Corona taught us a lot to take care of our loved ones. How do we behave as a society, as a nation, and all that.
Human.
So,
Yeah.
absolutely. थैंक यू. सुनील गौर भाई हमारे साथ हैं मुंबई बॉलीवुड से, फिल्म जर्नलिस्ट हैं, वहाँ पर ऑथर भी हैं. कह रहे सलाम टू एजाज साहब एंड फातिमा जी. वालेकुम सलाम जी, बहुत बहुत
Walaikum
शुक्रिया
assalam.
आपका. और कह रहे हैं फ्रॉम योर फैंस एंड वेल विशर्स राजेश एंड सुनील इन मुंबई. थैंक यू सो मच, बहुत
Thank
शुक्रिया.
you.
लव यू बोथ. थैंक यू. सईद रसूल भाई ने कहा कि योर आंसर इज बेस्ड ऑन ट्रू एनालिसिस एंड रिसर्च ऑन एजुकेशन डेवलपमेंट. वेरी इंप्रेसिव. थैंक यू सो मच. थैंक यू, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपका. सुनील गौर भाई कह रहे हैं कि एनी आफ्टर डेथ एक्सपीरियंसेस हियर. अब जो हम बात कर रहे हैं, अब जो हम शेयर कर रहे हैं, दे आर
Near.
और नियर
Near.
डेथ. नियर डेथ,
हाँ,
आफ्टर
near to
डेथ
death.
एक्सपीरियंस तो वो तो फिर यहाँ पर रूहें बैठ के शो कर रही होंगी. आफ्टर डेथ एक्सपीरियंस. ये जर्नलिस्ट हैं, फिल्म जर्नलिस्ट हैं, तो जाहिर है कि उनके सवाल भी वैसे ही होते हैं.
थोड़ा सा
बहुत
humorous. हाँ, थोड़ा सा humorous हो.
humorous होते हैं. Exactly. बहुत शुक्रिया. Great. So how are your studies going, and then we'll dig into the topic, Fatma. That's
Yeah.
another question.
Alhamdulillah, I have been coming up with good grades always.
MashaAllah.
Throughout schooling, I have been on scholarships. I have been achieving scholarships throughout my educational period, and still, yet, I am on the highest CGPs in my university
MashaAllah.
times.
MashaAllah. MashaAllah. What was the support from your family and friends while you were going through all these difficult times?
The stimulant was my father, and is my father, alhamdulillah, and I owe him all my life, my entire success. So yes, it is my father who has been my back throughout.
MashaAllah.
Till now, it's like I have seen an ideal in him, and I have always followed him. He has always advised me with the best things. Whenever I have been down, even after the five big major surgeries that took me to a gap in my university time.
Yeah.
So he backed me again, and he told me that yes, you
You
can
should be
do it
going back
because
to the
you
university. Yeah.
you should be back on your feet, because still you have time. You have been given a life by God, and Allah has blessed you with this chance. Do
Absolutely.
not just waste it.
Yeah.
And then I have seen my father struggling for me and for my siblings. I have seen him just investing so much time and energy in my education as well as that of my siblings. So I did not want him to his energy to get wasted.
Right.
I wanted to pay him back.
Help him out.
Yeah, help him out, pay him back with my success.
Yes.
It's not like our parents doesn't need anything materialistic from their
No,
children. It's
not at
just
all.
they need the happiness, they need the achievements of their children.
Yeah.
So when my father see me speaking up so courageously and fighting back with everything so perfectly, so he feels satisfied of what he did for me and for other children. But at the same time, I believe that it's just because of him that I am able to fight, or else I wouldn't have ever been able to.
Absolutely, absolutely. The support and help coming from
Yeah.
the parents is really, really important. and the
Important.
family, of course, throughout the difficult times, whatever difficult times we are going through in our
Yes.
lives, the
Yeah.
family support is number one. Awesome.
Yeah.
Great. Muhammad Iqbal Sheikh is saying Corona has digitalized us. Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. बिल्कुल ऐसा ही है वो लोग खुसूसन स्कूलिंग में वो स्कूल्स जहाँ पर कंप्यूटर का नामो निशान नहीं होता था अब they can't survive without the computers
Yes.
and all that, and distance learning has now more value
More
than and more recognition, I would say.
yes.
Um, किसी ने कोई अल्लामा इकबाल ओपन यूनिवर्सिटी से पहले या वर्चुअल यूनिवर्सिटी से कोई डिग्री ली होती तो लोग कहते थे यार ये तो है वही
Yeah.
खत लिख करके इनको डिग्री मिल गई है और
Yes.
हालांकि they go through very rigorous studies and everything,
Very.
but people don't really recognize and
Realize.
appreciate their degrees. And now I think all the universities are doing that, so there are more recognition for AIOU degrees now. Thank you so much. बहुत शुक्रिया. Mohammed Iqbal Sheikh Bhai ne kaha, I also faced death twice. Once when my ship was
Oh,
hit by torpedo.
torpedo. Oh my God.
वाह वाह जनाब बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बहुत शुक्रिया शेयर करने का इकबाल भाई खुश रहिए अल्लाह में आपको सलामत रखे सुनील गौर भाई कह रहे हैं कि इफ वी माइनस मनी फ्रॉम सक्सेस हाउ डू वी डिफाइन सक्सेस हाँ
Happiness.
happiness exactly
Yeah.
absolutely money is supplementary thing money is secondary it's not the primary thing
Primary.
to
It's
me actually and
yeah.
to our esteemed guests
To me too.
yes
Yeah. To me too.
absolutely. Great. So weaving visions with Fatima Iftikhar. That's our topic today. How do we
Yeah.
define, or how do you define a vision? Let me ask you this.
A vision is what you have struggled for,
Mm,
what you aim to struggle for,
mm,
or what you have struggled for.
mm,
That is your vision. Because um, Qaid Azam, Ilama Iqbal,
mm,
their vision
mm.
resulted in Pakistan.
Yes.
Vision is the primary stair, the primary brick
Yes.
on which every other thing is made.
Base.
No,
Yeah.
everybody talks about success. Everybody talks about goals.
Mm,
Everybody talks about the outcome, the result of anything.
mm.
But they do not talk about the base. They do not talk about where does it starts from, the
True.
origin, the starting point. I
Mm,
want to talk about dream. I do not want to talk about what have you done so far, how
true.
successful how successful your life is, how successful you see yourself, how much money you have, how wealthy you are, how famous you are. It's
Those
about
are all supplementary things.
what do you dream,
Yes.
what are your dreams, what are your vision, what do you see,
Yeah.
what how where do you see yourself after a year or two. It's not
True.
about 5 years or 10 years. It's about um, we cannot procrastinate.
No.
We cannot say see yourself after 5 to 10 years or after
Mm,
20 years.
mm,
See yourself after 5 months.
mm.
Just tell me, where would you go after 5 months, after 2 months, after a
True.
month? Just bring change in you, just try to bring that one change in you. So yeah, it's all about weaving visions. Mean that you pin you just thread, you needle the visions together, and you form a dream together. It's
Mm,
like connecting the world, but on the basis of their dreams
mm. That's
and
great.
not the success stories. Yeah.
Right. Right. I'm not sure if you know or not, but let me share this thing. For almost a year after I started on social media, my show's name was not the Aijaz Qureshi Show. It was the Daydreamers Show. So it was all about
Oh,
dreams, about daydreaming. It
great,
was all about daydreaming.
great.
And then I rebranded it based on some suggestions, recommendations from our social media advisors,
Yeah.
and then I branded it to the Aijaz Qureshi Show. But it was all about dreams and dreaming with open eyes. So that's
Yeah.
great. Thank you so much. Um, so that was the answer. If we minus money, yeah, thank you so much. Next, कह रहे हैं इकबाल भाई के next when I was taken away by a big wave, water wave. Oh my goodness! Wow, wow, wow. Vision or dream is important. Absolutely, it is. Thank you.
Very.
If we don't dream, we cannot achieve our goals. It's important to dream. Absolutely. बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है. बहुत शुक्रिया. विजन.
Vision.
मैंने नहीं देखा वो शो और ना ही मैं देखूंगा उसको.
मैंने भी नहीं देखा.
हाँ, मैंने उसको ये तय किया हुआ कि मैं नहीं देखूंगा उसको. बट लोगों ने बहुत देखा है उसको, तो जनाब इस पे तो मैं कोई कमेंट नहीं कर सकता, ना ही हमारे मेहमान ने देखा है, इसलिए
मैंने
ना
भी नहीं
ये
देखा.
कमेंट करेंगे उसके ऊपर.
Yeah.
मोहम्मद इकबाल भाई कह रहे हैं कि वेरी ट्रू, विजन इज द बेस. एब्सोल्युटली.
Yeah.
सब लगारी भाई कह रहे हैं कि डेड ड्रीमर्स शो, द डे ड्रीमर्स शो. एब्सोल्युटली, एब्सोल्युटली. वो अभी भी कहीं ना कहीं जो पुरानी वीडियोस हैं उनमें आपको नजर आएगा. ऐसे कैसे कर लेते हैं जहाँ सब जनाब, बस कर लेते हैं, हो जाता है. Good effort, thank you so much. बहुत शुक्रिया इकबाल भाई. If we can dream, we can do it. Absolutely, absolutely. जब तक ड्रीम नहीं करेंगे उस वक्त तक नहीं कर सकते. Great. So विजन तो हमने डिफाइन कर लिया, बट हाउ डू वी वीव, कैसे बुने अपने विजन्स को आपके साथ?
हाँ, एग्जैक्टली. आपने इसका उर्दू तर्जुमा तो बता ही दिया कि वीव का मतलब होता है बुनना. तो बुने हम इस तरीके से कि पहले तो हम सोचना जो है उसको प्रमोट करें ना. हम लोग ड्रीमिंग को प्रमोट हम लोग करते ही नहीं है. वी डू नॉट. हम लोग जस्ट कहते हैं कि ख्वाब देखना छोड़ो और कुछ करना स्टार्ट करो.
ख्वाबों की दुनिया से बाहर निकलो, कहते हैं ना,
ख्वाबों की दुनिया से बाहर निकलो. तो आप ख्वाब देखोगे तो कुछ करना स्टार्ट करोगे. जब आपके पास जब आप सिर्फ लोगों का कहा सुनोगे, वी एक्चुअली
देखा तो आज पाकिस्तान मौजूद है.
एग्जैक्टली. We tend to do what people tell us to do. We actually follow the fashion. We do not try to create our own unique idea.
True.
Or we do not try to implement what our uniqueness is. We actually try to copy and imitate the reality of the world. So this is one thing which is unfortunate, because this makes our creativity like it fuses our creativity. It doesn't let us grow. So that is why it's like कि बुनना स्टार्ट करें का मतलब होता है कि देखना स्टार्ट करें. Try to construct your vision. Try to construct your dream. Because dream is something raw.
Right.
जब तक आप उसको अंदर इंग्रेडिएंट्स नहीं डालेंगे, उसका मिल्क शेक नहीं बनाएंगे, तब तक यू वोंट बी एबल टू मेक व्हाट यू वांट टू मेक. So you have for that I believe कि it's very important to communicate with people. This is what I think. Because it will help you to see what others think and what others have the notion about your idea, and what is the mutual interest that collides in you. Just like I talked about my story and you talked about yours. We both are survivors. We collide on this point, and we have the same thing. We have a mutual thing in this story.
Yeah.
That we are survivors. So there might be many survivors out there, and they might be finding this one platform to share their story. So it's the same like that. When you come along with many people, you are able to weave a vision out of your own raw thing. Yeah. So that's my idea.
That's the idea behind it. Great. A few more comments. Good effort, Aijaz bhai, कह रहे हैं मोहम्मद इकबाल शेख. बहुत शुक्रिया सर. Thank you so much for your kind words, appreciation. ये हो गया था. Thanks to taking our comments. नहीं जी, बिल्कुल comments. So आपको मालूम है इकबाल भाई, you have been connected with me for a long time now, mashallah, almost 3 years. So I always take every single comment. बहुत शुक्रिया. We feel participated. That's greatness of you. So thank you so much. बिल्कुल मकसद ही कनेक्ट करना है. बेसिक मकसद जो है वो कनेक्ट करना है. Here are absolutely three survivors. Triangle है, trio है. Thank you. Great. You're a host as well. What kind of programs or shows or talks you host?
So it's like my journey from different organizations.
Mhm.
I have been associated, and I still am associated to multiple organizations for whom I host to. And now, since I am growing my own channel,
Mhm.
We Visions with Fatima Iftikhar. So, yes, I am taking up inspirational stories. I am taking up the stories of survivors. Yes, I am taking up stories of happiness, and I am taking stories of visions of
Mhm.
one dream. You can come up with your one dream, and we can talk about your dream through my page. I have talked to many motivational people
Mhm.
through different organizations and platforms.
Mhm.
To I have interviewed TEDx speakers, the people who went up to the stage and they talked about their success stories, their su- sorry,
Yes.
forgive me, their surviving stories, their survival stories, as well as their success stories. So I have interviewed multiple people, but then again I thought that since I'm a survivor too, why not connect together on something that belongs
Which
to
is common.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, belongs to me. So
Great.
yeah, I wanted to grow a platform where I had an opportunity, I get an opportunity to meet people and grow with them. I
Awesome.
wanted to grow. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Well, actually, we all grow with each other, and
Yeah.
it's learning is every moment. Somebody asked, and I
we
said,
we
I
we are
learn
interdependent.
every single
Yeah,
moment of our life.
we are interdependent.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Saeed Bhai ने कहा कि sir, how can we apply to join your program to show our concern about motivation? Now you have already joined. You are here. You are in the viewer, so you're always welcome to ask and share your knowledge and know-how. Thank you so much for that comment.
Thank you.
Sunil Gaur ne kaha today the concept of program is fabulous, Fatma ji and
Thank
Aijaz.
you.
So thank you so much जी बहुत
Thank you.
शुक्रिया हमारी कोशिश ये है कि पॉजिटिविटी और करेज जो लोगों के अंदर
Courage.
है क्योंकि विदाउट योर ओन सेल्फ करेज
Yeah.
यू कैन नॉट सर्वाइव बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं कि दे गिव अप एक्चुअली
Hmm.
my recent illness about 5 years ago was liver cirrhosis.
Okay.
And my liver was completely dead. It was smaller than this size actually, and I was a dead man. But I never
Oh.
lost hope. I never lost
Oh.
my vision. I never lost faith in Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. That I said, if I have my life ahead, nobody can take my life. If I don't, then nobody can save me from
Same.
going to hell.
Yeah.
That's it. And so is true about my family as well. They all uh, kept a positive attitude, and we didn't mourn, we didn't complain, we didn't cry, nothing until the day of the surgery or the time. If that day my surgery couldn't happen for whatever reason, I would be a dead man. So, Alhamdulillah, God is great. Thank you so much.
Mr. Ijaz, there are many people who are alive yet dead.
Yes.
So, so in a
Beautiful.
world, yeah,
Exactly.
in this world,
Define that
everybody
for
is
me,
a
please.
dead man.
Please define that for me, Fatma.
Yeah, because we do not have blood in our veins. Many people would say कि भाई this is something she is going biased, but I believe that until and unless you put yourself in somebody else's shoes, you
Empathize.
do you yeah empathize. You do not get to feel what real blood is.
Mm.
So right now our veins does not have blood but water, and this is what I believe. And yes, there are more dead men than the alive ones. So there are lesser people who are living, who are actually living. Yes.
Exactly. Great. So, what would you say to revive them, to bring them back to the life? I think it's a very interesting phenomena and thought that you brought up. I'm really liking that. So, what would you say to those people who are alive but dead?
It's actually just faith that can bring us
Faith,
back.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One
Faith
word,
in
that
everything.
is
Faith,
faith.
faith in Allah, faith in the religion, faith in our loved ones, faith in the family, faith in friends, faith in the society, everywhere. The faith is
Let
the.
me mention a very interesting interview I had with Mr. Kamran Rizvi,
Hmm.
a motivational speaker, yes, an inspirational speaker indeed.
Okay.
So I talked about the belief system, and I have heard him talking about belief system too. And he says, according to him, he
Hmm.
stated that everything, whatever you believe, is true. So if you believe
Whatever
that
you believe,
this
हाँ,
is
बिल्कुल,
true,
बिल्कुल. Whatever you
if
believe becomes
if
true.
this yeah if you think this world is not a good place, it won't be a good place for you.
Hmm.
And if you think that this world is a good place,
Hmm.
it will be a good place for you, no matter how bad it contains.
Hmm.
So it's all here. Whatever
बिल-
you believe would be true.
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल. Great.
Yeah.
Um, मोहम्मद मुर्तज़ा भाई ने कहा वेरी ट्रू, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर सेकंडिंग दैट. डॉक्टर वाहिद हारून भाई आ गए, ताखिर से आए. डॉक्टर साहब किधर हैं? ग्रेट शेयरिंग भाई साहब, वी लव यू, थैंक यू सो मच. बहुत बहुत
Thank
शुक्रिया,
you.
हमारे बड़े प्यारे दोस्त हैं माशाल्लाह, खुद भी अपने शो
Hmm.
करते हैं. डॉक्टर
Mashallah.
वाहिद हारून भाई. सुनील गौर भाई कह
Yes.
रहे हैं कि विल पावर इज द नेम ऑफ द गेम. विल पावर बिल्कुल बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है.
And it comes with
बगैर
faith.
तो कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते आप,
If
अपना कदम
yeah
नहीं उठा सकते.
No, if you do not have faith, you do not have willpower.
That's it.
Willpower comes with faith.
विद फेथ, बिल्कुल
It
बिल्कुल.
cannot come without faith.
ट्रू, ट्रू, ऐसा ही है. भाई दारुण भाई कह रहे हैं कि हैव एम्पैथी एंड ग्रेटिट्यूड.
Gratitude.
एब्सोल्युटली एम्पैथाइज
Absolutely.
करें और पुट योरसेल्फ इनटू समबडी एल्सेस शूज, एंड ग्रेटिट्यूड इज
Shoes.
नंबर वन थिंग. बिल्कुल, एग्जैक्टली. बहुत.
Yeah, it's very important.
मोहम्मद मुर्तजा ने कहा एग्जैक्टली, थैंक यू सो मच सर, बहुत शुक्रिया. डॉक्टर साहब कह रहे हैं कि जी faith enables you to fight back. Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for saying that. Very well said, Miss Fatma. Thank you. बहुत शुक्रिया.
Thank you
Great.
so much.
Challenge Janaab, great discussion. We are 47 minutes into the show.
Right.
Ms. Fatma, anything else you wanted to talk about or share that we didn't talk about? This is the time.
Yeah, of course. We actually, when I meet people who have gone through the same thing and I can connect to them, I invite them on my platform. So,
Mhm.
yeah, Mr. Ijaz, it's the only thing I guess that is left, calling you on my platform and talking there too, because it's
Absolutely.
like it's like um, we can connect many people together in this way. I
Absolutely.
believe I believe when two survivors are on the same forum, on the same board, they can bring
Understand
about
each other a lot better than
many
anybody else in the
survivors.
world. Yeah.
Yes, they can bring about many survivors together. And I believe it's not just you have gone through or you have got through near death to be a survivor. It's sometimes the emotional circumstances that you are out of and you call yourself a survivor, because there are many people who are in the clutches of anxiety and depression, and they are fighting with it each and every day. They are super survivors. I mean, they survive each and every day, and
Mm,
they
true.
come up and they fight their anxieties, they fight their depressions, and they get back on their feet. How come they cannot be a survivor? And I believe that it's not just surviving any surgery or any death. It's like surviving things that torture you, things
Mm.
that harass you. It's
Injuries are
surviving.
not only
Yeah,
physical, but injuries
but
are
yeah,
psychological injuries, mental
psychological,
injuries,
emotional.
absolutely, which
Yes.
don't, which you don't really see, but people have so many scars in their brain, and
Yeah.
so many things bother them that need to
Yes.
really, yeah, I understand.
And it's very important in our community. It's very important to get out of the peer pressure.
Mm,
What will people around you say? Log kya kahenge is something which is killing more dreams.
true.
So I would talk about, because since my platform, my forum is about promoting dreams and
Mm,
promoting dream,
mm,
uh, taking dreams and constructing dreams. So yes, I would talk about this issue too, that how to overcome peer pressure, how to just ignore the world and focus on your dream, your inner self.
awesome, Awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sabnika. Very well said, Ms. Fatma. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
और इकबाल शेख भाई ने कहा yes, faith is the base. Thank you so much. Sayyid Rasool भाई ने कहा belief system plays a key role in success. Absolutely. Your
Absolutely.
belief system has to be very strong. Great. जब आप पब्लिक स्पीकिंग की अपॉर्चुनिटी अवेल करती हैं, how does that happen? Do people come to you and say, "Okay, Miss Fatima Iftikhar would like you to come and talk"? Do they give you a topic, or you pick your own topic and go and talk?
Okay, so when I was in school, I started speaking in, like, I had speeches and debates competitions, and then I had declamation competitions for which I just gave in all my energies, um, at city level, at regional levels, at national
Hmm.
levels.
Wow.
I too came up with anti-corruption declamation competitions very like many times. I had this opportunity to speak on stage many times. I am basically a speaker who loves stage and a mic. I'm not a technology person. It's just the need of time.
Ah,
I mean, the lockdown just took me here, just dragged me here. I wasn't somebody who talked on camera, but I was a person
yes.
on stage. I used to talk, and I love um, it's very important to have an idea before speaking.
Hmm.
You cannot go on stage without a topic. It's not possible,
True.
because if you do not have clarity in your speech, clarity in your mind, what do you want to speak, you cannot utter it. Your mind and your tongue, your sense is very much connected, because
True.
that's your sense. So
Brilliant.
if you do not have an idea of what to speak on stage, of course you won't be able to.
Hmm.
So yes, I have been given topics almost every time I went for speaking. But yes, when I was given scripts to host the shows,
Hmm.
I did not prepare it. It's not like I was overconfident, but
Hmm.
it's like when you have a passion to do something, you know how to do it.
True. Yeah.
So whatever makes you happy, you should
Hmm.
do it. And
Great.
speaking makes me happy, and
Awesome.
that's what I do.
Good.
I deliver what people want. I am an English trainer. I teach English
Yes.
uh, to different students, like on of different levels, of different grades. I have my own academy which I'm running since about 9 years.
MashaAllah.
uh, so it's like I am in study mode as well as in teaching mode. So yes, I am learning practically, as
Hmm.
well as through books, through university. And yes, I in my quarantine period, I had a lot of work over my certifications that I had through different forums, in artificial intelligence, emotional intelligence, English language learning. I had a lot of certifications just
Hmm.
to enhance my learning.
Awesome.
So that is something I love to do, and I won't stop doing. Yeah.
Great. That's really amazing. When you prepare for a speech and you're speaking publicly, what do you do? Do you write down a few points, bullet points, or something, or you just have everything in your head?
So, Mr. Jaws, have you ever, if you got this idea of looking at the people who speak in Oxford Union,
Mhm.
who speak at different forums on a greater level, on an international level, they
TEDx
they
or something
they
like that. Yeah.
always have their pointers. They always have their pointers on their desk and while they speak.
Great.
It's very important to synchronize what you speak.
Yeah.
Chronology is very important,
Yeah.
because if you are speaking haphazard, if
Yeah.
you do not have
You're all over.
chronology,
Yeah.
yeah, if you do not have chronology in what you are speaking, you are misguiding the audience.
True. True.
This is what I believe.
Great.
So it's for being a successful speaker, it is very important not to just believe that you know everything.
Yeah.
Nobody knows everything.
No. No.
We are not the sources, we are just the mediums.
Exactly.
And since we are the medium, our knowledge is never complete. We should have a good research that I always do before I go to speak on any particular topic. I research, I write, I speak. I never go without preparation because I do not want to misguide the
People.
the audience.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. That's great. A few more comments. Sunil Gorbe, how does one get a vision which makes the person achieve a vision or dream?
Dream, yeah.
Vision about vision.
Vision or dream. How one get a vision which makes a person achieve a vision. It's like dare yourself. Dare yourself, Mr. Sunil, that you can dream. So you would dream because your daring would be a vision. If you would have never dared to do something, so that would be a vision of doing something. So first dare, then do. Like we do play truth and dare with a bottle flip. So it's like you flip a bottle, you give yourself a dare and you try to achieve that dare, but that should be positive, that should be something that has to bring, and that would bring positivity in you. So that is a vision to vision.
Great. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
फिर उन्होंने कहा कि how does one get the confidence to achieve difficult things? Confidence कैसे develop किया जाए? I would say develop.
Okay. हाँ, डेवलप का देखें, कॉन्फिडेंस इज अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग फिनोमेना. ये यूजुअली मैं अपने पब्लिक स्पीकिंग के whenever I go for a speaking for a session on public speaking, so I tell my audience about how to build up confidence. It's a very interesting phenomena because confidence building comes up with failures. It doesn't come up spontaneously or in a go. Either you are an extrovert and you have it innate, like it's an innate quality, or you have to develop it by failing many times and then getting up. But at again this one thing that you would stay determined to what you are here to do with. You won't fall off with one failure. Even if you fall off once, you have to get back on your feet. You have to get twice. You have to get back thrice, as many times as life drops you.
Absolutely.
So confidence comes with experience. The more you give yourself exposure, the more you give yourself experience, the more you get confident in what you're doing, because you already know. Let me give you an example practically. The person who fails a professional exam or an MBBS exam, MCAT exam, if he comes up and sits in the same examination for the second time, he would feel more confident than the previous time, because the center would be new, the environment would be new, and this time when he or she would be coming the second time, he or she would be knowing the environment of what he or she is writing, how the invigilators would look at him or her, how that person has to manage the time, what were the things he or she couldn't manage the first time, and what were the failures because of which they did not pass the exam. So these are a few things that they already know, and they are more confident the second time. So
They
the
have an
more
edge second
experience,
time.
they are having an edge. So the more experience, the more exposure you give to yourself, the more confident you get, and the more you get tolerant to the difficult things.
Awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
A comprehensive answer. Thank you so much, Ms. Fatima Iftikhar, for doing that.
Well,
Mariam Iftikhar हमारे साथ हैं, कह best of luck. Ms. Fatima Iftikhar, thank you so much.
she's my sister.
Looks like your sister. Thank you so much. बहुत शुक्रिया.
Thank you so very much, Mariam.
बहुत शुक्रिया, Mariam, for joining the show. Thank you. Sayyid Rasool Bhai ne kaha, great work, sir. We'll wait for this program once again in order to utilize time. But absolutely, please do so. Thank you so much. I do a daily show, alhamdulillah, and I've done over 1,000 shows, alhamdulillah, already. So please do watch them and learn from them. I have learned a lot from them. Mohammad Murtaza Bhai keh rahe hain ki there are two types of people who will tell you that you cannot make a difference in this world. um, those who are afraid to try and those who are afraid of you will succeed. हाँ, आपसे जो
Succeed,
challenge
yes.
नहीं है, हाँ, वो आपको they will try to pull your leg down के यार इस बंदे को नीचे दिखाओ. बिल्कुल. कुछ कहेंगी इस कमेंट पे?
This is very important, Murtaza bhai, he's actually my brother-in-law.
अच्छा,
So that
माशाल्लाह.
is why
अरे वाह, क्या
my
बात.
whole family, I guess,
Your family
is
is
in
there,
this
माशाल्लाह.
interview.
Your family, हमारा वैसे भी family show होता है, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह. So
Yes.
it's really nice.
So yeah, Alhamdulillah. I told you my family is very supportive, and my father too has been very supportive whenever I give sessions. He's
Hmm.
already there
Hmm.
managing the house.
अरे
Yeah,
वाह,
so that my session goes without any noise, without any background disturbances.
awesome.
So yeah, that is something. When you live in a family, you have so many people connected together, and as I
Support
said,
system is
we are
very strong.
interdependent.
बिल्कुल.
Yeah, we are interdependent. We cannot just live life without others. So that is why Allah made Hakukul Ibad,
हाँ,
and He gave Hakukul Ibad the status above Hakukul Allah.
बिल्कुल.
So this is the reason why Allah has given the Hakukul Ibad a greater status. If I talk about that comment, हमारा वो comment वहीं रह गया. तो yes, there are many people who envy you. There are many people who are like who see you with an envious eye, and they are your rivals. They are in, even if they are not in your competition, they cannot see you successful.
Hmm.
So success comes in two ways: either you are happy or either you have more money.
Hmm.
So these are the two ways you're successful. Fame is not success,
Hmm.
but if you're happy in that fame, is success.
Hmm.
But for money, it isn't the same case. If you have more money, people think and people believe you are more happy, no matter if you're not or if you are. But more money defines you as more successful. And but at the same time, if that fame makes you happy, again, people would not allow you to go at heights. Yeah, so that's something people try to, but again, I love to tell people that it's, you have to cater with peer pressure, you have to cater with log kya kahenge, you have to control, you have to set control on your nerves. Okay, how to control your anger, how to be more tolerant to the criticism, and how to take criticism and ignore, filter the criticism.
Exactly. मैं यही कहूँगा,
Yeah,
मैं ऐड करूँगा आपके मिस फातिमा के identify those people who are trying to pull you down and
yeah,
just ignore them and just move on
ignore
in your
them.
life. Yeah, you have to
Yeah,
identify. You should have the
identify.
ability to identify those people who are
Yeah,
after you, who are trying to bring you down.
bring you
Identify those
down.
people and get rid of them from your life. Thank you.
Yeah.
सुनील गौर भाई ने कहा कि how does one get the strength to fight nature given calamities like COVID?
Okay, it's again, जब सर पे पड़ती है, आप कर लेते हो.
सर पे पड़ती है
It's
तो कर लेते हैं.
कर लेते हो.
बिल्कुल.
It's more like वो हम कहते हैं कि for a girl it's like कि आप जब अपने इन लॉज के घर जाएं, आपके सर पे जब काम की पड़ती है,
कर
तो आप
लेते
वो
हैं.
सारा काम कर लेते हैं. In the same way, when calamities they hit you, you uh, invent ways,
Hmm.
because we human beings, we are innately adaptable. Ashraful makhlukat hame isliye kaha gaya hai, this is what we believe, I believe personally, that ashraful makhlukat hame isliye kaha gaya hai, why we are different from animals, because we know how to adapt to changes.
True.
We know how to get out of difficulties.
Hmm.
We can invent ways.
Right.
So when we can think, when we have the ability to think, we have the ability to create too. But again, we are not the source, we are the medium.
Hmm.
All we need to do is we need to observe things around us to create something.
True. Very true.
Yeah.
Very true. Thank you so much for that detailed answer. वाहिद हारून भाई कह रहे हैं कि wonderful guest of the day. what a flow of expressions and following in artistic way. The
I'm a
question
public
that's
speaker,
related to me.
so
Bilkul.
Mr.
She is the public speaker.
Harun. Yeah.
She's the deputy speaker to the Provincial Youth Assembly. So, I mean, absolutely. What else you could expect from her? Um, so,
Thank you.
कभी जब हाउस में शोर शराबा हो रहा होता है, अपोजिशन शोर कर रही होती है, कुछ हो रहा होता है, how do you manage all that?
It's like they know that I have a passion of speaking, and Fatma cannot just sit
Tolerate
back,
and let it
yeah,
go.
tolerate things like that. So they know my anger. I'm
Okay.
not tolerant. Like you cannot show anger
Ah,
to the people who are not yours. Yeah, like they do not have blood relations, but to the blood relations, you to your own people, you can show your anger, and they
of
can
course.
tolerate you.
Yeah, yeah.
So my family can tolerate me. That is
True.
why I am here.
Well,
Yeah.
that's great. Thank you. Sunil Gorbanika, great informative program. Fatma ji and Aijaz Saab, I'm learning a lot
Thank you.
from the program. Thank you so much. We
Thank you.
have learned together. So thank you so much.
Together.
Asad Lagari bhai कह रहे हैं कि I think your dreams decide the what actually your motivation is. Second, people have many categories, but you must stay on positive.
And
And
bright side. Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely, you have to be positive. You have to be on brighter side. Absolutely, very well said, Lagari sir. Thank
Very
you.
well.
Great discussion, Ms. Fatima Iftikhar. Let's hop on to the other segment, which is
Yeah.
lots of people wait for that, and that segment is called You and
And
Q.
cute.
Q.
Okay.
All right. So in this, we'll be asking you a couple of things.
Okay.
First thing is there will be three habits that you have.
Okay.
You have to share those three habits with us. Second, there will be a two multiple choice question section. And then finally, there will be a rapid fire. I'll give you a word, and whatever comes to your mind, you're going to speak from your heart,
Very
uncensored,
interesting.
uncensored, open, candid. All right.
Okay.
So, what are
Okay.
three habits that make you different?
One is that I communicate well. I am able to communicate well.
Mhm.
Second is I am very passionate of what I do.
Mhm.
Uh, Third is I mentor with all my sense. I mean, with all my courage and with all my senses. I mean, with all my conscious act, because I do not just speak out verbally, but I speak what I do, or what I
Believe it.
practically, yeah,
Believe
I
it.
practically implement on.
Great. Awesome. That's great. Thank you so much. All right. So, first multiple choice question for you coming up, Ms. Fatma Iftikhar, is you have been casted as a heroine in a movie that is being made in Pakistan.
Okay.
You have to pick a hero. You have been given the opportunity to pick a hero. You can pick only one name from the five names I'm going to share with you. First is Fawad Khan. Second, Hamza Ali Abbasi. Third is Ahsan Khan. Fourth is Imran Abbas. Fifth is Faisal Qureshi. Who would you pick as your hero?
Hamza Ali Abbasi.
Hamza Ali Abbasi. Great.
He, I am his fan, his
Great,
diehard fan.
great actor, mashallah.
Great actor.
Great.
Yeah.
Second multiple choice question is you're still the heroine in that film, in that movie. You have been given a chance to pick up a side heroine for your movie. You cannot pick your bestie. I'll give you five names. You have to pick one from that. Sanam
Okay.
Baloch, Mavra, Myra Khan, Sabah Kamar, or Mehvishat Khan.
Sabah Kamar. I love her acting. I
She's great.
absolutely love her acting.
She is the winner on our show, and that's great. Awesome. All
Yeah.
right. So here comes the rapid fire. The first word is ghar,
Sukoon.
sukoon. Chai,
Peace. Sorry?
chai,
Peace.
peace. Hawa,
Addiction.
hawa,
Um, Again, peace.
peace. हाँ हवा भी peace बिल्कुल especially मुल्तान में तो definitely.
Nature.
हाँ, घोड़ा,
Fast.
fast. Pahar,
Mesmerizing.
mesmerizing. Biryani,
Tempting.
tempting. Phool,
Yeah, it's again very sensual. Yeah.
sensual. Thank you. Chamcha,
Marpatai.
maar pitai.
I don't know how to cook, so that is what Desi
ठीक है,
family can
हाँ,
do.
चमचा उड़ा के कुट लग रही है. दोस्त,
Well, I keep up very less, but the ones who I keep, very loyal.
awesome, that's great. पड़ोसन,
Hakuk.
हकूक. पड़ोसन के हकूक या पड़ोसी के हकूक?
एक ही बात है. They live together.
अगला लफ्ज है मोहब्बत.
कायम रखने वाली चीज,
कायम रखने वाली.
लॉन्ग लास्टिंग. या
लॉन्ग लास्टिंग, बिल्कुल ठीक है. उल्लू,
का पट्टा. Completing it.
कामयाबी,
अल्लाह सबको दे.
अल्लाह सबको दे, आमीन. कहानी,
My success story.
great story. गधा,
का बच्चा.
गधे का बच्चा. ठीक है. सांस,
आए तो ठीक है, ना आए तो
ना
तो
तो
भी
बड़ा
ठीक है.
मुश्किल, बड़ा मुश्किल में पड़ जाता है बंदा. बिल्कुल ठीक है.
Absolutely.
सांवला,
Attractive.
अट्रैक्टिव. कलम, पेन,
The might.
Might.
Might and right. Yes.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. सास, मदर इन लॉ.
देख सकती है मुझे, रहने दे सर.
क्या
मैंने कहा मुझे देख सकती हैं वो.
देख सकती है? अच्छा ठीक है.
कोई भी फ्यूचर इन लॉ वो सास हो सकती है ना, फ्यूचर मदर इन लॉ हो सकती है.
कोई ना कोई देख रही होगी. ठीक है.
नहीं बट अल्लाह सबको अच्छी वाली दे.
अच्छी वाली दे.
एंड नॉट स्टार+1.
हाँ, स्टार प्लस वाली नहीं होनी चाहिए. बिल्कुल ठीक है. सुकून, पीस.
फादर.
फादर. रूह, सोल.
रिलीजन.
रिलीजन. चालाकी, क्लेवरनेस.
लेग पुलिंग.
लेग पुलिंग. संजीदगी, सीरियसनेस.
when you are with your aims, when you know what your aims are.
ठीक है.
संजीदगी.
ड्राइवर.
गड्डी तू चला ते तेल मैं पवानी है.
ठीक है. गड्डी
Exactly.
तेल में पहुंच. ठीक है. दोस्ती,
हमेशा रहने वाली चीज.
हमेशा रहने
Just like love. Just like love.
बिल्कुल. लीडर,
इमरान खान.
क्या बात है. बॉस,
Should be a leader. A boss should be a leader.
बॉस शुड बी लीडर. ठीक है. ब्लैक,
Again, attractive.
अट्रैक्टिव. निहारी.
Tempting.
बिरयानी भी टेम्पटिंग,
Desi.
निहारी भी टेम्पटिंग.
Nihari and biryani. I'm a desi person. Punjabi हूँ.
ठीक है. बिल्कुल. वक्त, टाइम.
Very significant. Very significant. Yes.
और आखिरी दो अल्फाज हैं, उनमें से एक लफ्ज है दिल.
दिल तो सुकून है, मतलब कि अगर आप सुकून में हैं तो दिली सुकून.
दिली सुकून, दिल को सुकून आना चाहिए. बिल्कुल.
Yes.
और आखिरी लफ्ज है पाकिस्तान.
मेरी जान.
मेरी जान. क्या बात है. बहुत शुक्रिया. दैट वाज UNQ. आई होप कि आप ने एंजॉय किया होगा. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर प्लेइंग दैट सेगमेंट विद अस, मिस फातिमा इफ्तिखार. थैंक यू. चलें जनाब, कुछ और एक कमेंट हमने ये लिया था कि नहीं लिया था? ले लिया था हमने.
या ले लिया था.
थैंक यू. ग्रेट. चलें जनाब, फाइनल मैसेज.
फाइनल मैसेज तो वैसे मेरा बहुत कांस्टेंट रहता है. And yet it would remain constant, but a little with some addition to it. और वो ये कि always stay determined, to what you're passionate for, what you dream for.
Mm.
And again, what I personally believe is never ever stop dreaming and never ever compromise on your dreams, because people will take you nowhere. It's
Mm.
you who has to drive yourself. Be your own motivation. Do not seek for external motivations. Seek your own motivation through your dreams. Do not go for other stimulants.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Great, great message. Thank you so much, Ms. Fatima Iftikhar. At the end,
Thank you.
I would like to thank you on behalf of Dreams Television and the Aijaz Qureshi Show,
Thank
myself, the
you.
entire team who helps me run this show, plus all those viewers who have watched us on Facebook channel live and commented, and all those viewers who have watched us on YouTube channel live and commented, and all those other friends who will be watching our show on various social media channels and will be commenting. Thank you so much for hopping on the show and sharing your great thoughts. Best of luck.
Thank,
Thank you. Allah Hafiz.
thank you. Allah Hafiz.
Viewers, that was Ms. Fatima Iftikhar, all the way from Multan, Pakistan. A great person. She is the Deputy Speaker to the Pakistan's National Youth Assembly, Multan chapter. Great, great person. I really enjoyed the show. I hope you did too. And please do subscribe to her channel and Weave Vision with Fatima Iftikhar. Until next time, this is your host and the host, Aijaz Qureshi, saying goodbye. Allah Hafiz wa Nasir. Assalamu alaikum.